maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe all my exes just drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of mine, you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this, cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. Well, maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
The road to Dayton in the UD Arena continues tonight here in Les Hallenstein Gymnasium in Belleville, Ohio. The number 3 seed in the Division III Northwest District, the Shelby District Clear Fork Lady Colts look for a 3rd consecutive sectional championship. It's standing in their way. A team they faced in this game 1 year ago, the Huron Lady Tigers, looking for revenge. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with pregame coming your way next.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We welcome you inside the SPHERION Mid-Ohio pregame show for this Division III Shelby District Sectional Championship between 3rd seeded Clear Fork and 9th seeded Huron. Travis Berardi coming to you live and free from Clear Fork here with Joe Baylog, Bellevue's adopted son. He's been here, it seems like he's got a cot here. He's been here the last 3 nights, but it's Joe's second night here. But before we get into our pregame show, let's send it down to the floor for the playing of the national anthem, then we'll get into our pregame festivities.
All who have served this great country to defend its freedom. You are invited to stand and sing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
We welcome you here inside the SPHERION Mid-Ohio pregame show for this sectional championship. Coach Baylog, it's that time of year. Winner gets into the round of 64 and the Shelby District semifinal next week. Let's get right into things and take a look. Well, we'll take a look at Jessica Brown in a second, but let's take a look at the Lady Tigers team spotlight under head coach Darius Schaefer. This is a team that just under 40 points scoring, giving up 45 points. So, you know, a good shooting night, they could be successful. They just got to get their numbers up, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're in for a challenge tonight, you know, playing a team that in Clear Fork that had beaten them last year in the same game. So
Clear Fork a 22-point win in that game.
So
yeah.
many of these players have seen these players before. So there's going to be some familiarity, and it's going to be a task for them coming in here to the Colt Corral to beat the Colts tonight. And
a player spotlight, a player that will have to do well if they want to get a win tonight is this junior guard, Jessica Brown. 11.3 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists. But as always, Coach Baylog, you have to have some complementary pieces around a main player if you want to be successful.
I mean, Jessica Brown's going to have to play really well tonight. She's going to have to, I guess the term that we use is bring her A game, but there's also going to be some of her teammates are going to have to step up and play really, really well tonight. I mean, Huron's looking at they're going to have to play one of their best games of the year, and the hope that Clear Fork's maybe going to have an off night.
And let's now take a look at the team spotlight for those Lady Colts. Back-to-back sectional champs. 2 years ago, they went to the district championship before falling to state number 1. Shelby last year fell in the semifinal to Upper Sandusky. 2 tough losses, but they were to really good teams. River Valley, who won today in a sectional, and the West Holmes, who's the OCC champs, they also won their sectional. This team, they can shoot it from beyond the arc. They can shoot it inside. This is one of the most complete Clear Fork teams I've seen in my time here in North Central Ohio.
Scott Sellers is really trying to build the girls program back here at Clear Fork, and his schedule, I mean, the MOVAC schedule is a challenging schedule with girls play, and then he's also challenged his team with his non-league schedule. You take a look at the last 2 games of the year. River Valley league game, very good team in that league, and then West Holmes, who has one of the best girls programs over the past several decades. So he's trying to put his kids in situations of having tournament-type games with their non-league schedule in the preparation that, you know, when they get that into that district, these girls are going to be prepared and ready to go.
Absolutely. And one of the players up and coming, we talk about Belcher, we talk about Blubaugh. Well, let's talk about the second leading scorer, junior Mel Blubaugh. 9.5 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 1.7 assists. She's another one of those 3-point threats, Coach.
Well, and Clear Fork has the ability that they can make a lot of threes. And that's going to be a key for Huron tonight, is their ability to contest those threes and make those threes tough threes, not just wide open threes.
And before we get started here, let's go over our keys to victory first for the Lady Tigers of Huron. And they have to shoot lights out, Coach. They have to shoot their best game of the year against this Clear Fork squad, and they have to win the turnover battle. They average 20 turnovers a game.
Yeah,
not only that, they're going to have to turn Clear Fork over.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, most importantly, they got to take care of the basketball. That's number 1 key. And then, as we've said before, I mean, their best player, Jessica Brown, is going to have a great night, and then they're going to have complementary players step up and make shots tonight.
As for Clear Fork, this is the seniors' last home game. They had senior night, but this is it. They're done after this. Play like it. And we just mentioned it, pressure. Get the pressure on the court. Get the pressure against what you've been doing all year long, and you will have a good chance tonight. Now let's take a look at our starting lineups before we get going. Blubaugh, Labaki, Weichel, Belcher, and Barnett. Schmidt, Brown, Herzog, Shaw, and Sullivan for Huron. The pregame show brought to you by SPHERION Mid-Ohio, and we are underway. Huron wins the tip. They get the first possession. Herzog off to Jessica Brown. Spins at the free throw line. Kicks it back out, but out of bounds. A turnover. And we'll take a look at our first Jackson Wells service replay of the night. As got caught up there. Nice double team. Mishandled the throw.
Just a little impatient. And, you know, a little bit of advantage Clear Fork has maybe coming to this game is that they played on, I believe, what was it, Tuesday night? And so they're kind of into that tournament feel. Huron playing in their first tournament game, and it looks like they're kind of in a 1-2-2, maybe matching up here a little bit. So maybe something different that Clear Fork has not seen yet this year.
Into the corner for Blubaugh. Got it. That's the start you want for Clear Fork. Annika Blubaugh, that's her 69th three.
And Clear Fork forcing a turnover
We'll
with
take
their
a look
full
at
court
it.
pressure. Yeah, Blubaugh getting open, and that's a good sign when your best shooter makes her first shot. So baseline out of bounds, box set here. Huron looks like they're in a man-to-man. And they run a hand back.
Blubaugh now on the other side hits the back iron, no good. Huron gets the board. 2 possessions so far for Huron, now on the third, but they have 2 turnovers.
Yep.
J.C. Schmidt picks up the dribble, gets it to Brown. Blubaugh closely guarding her, gets it back out to Elena Sullivan. Just underway here, 3-0 Clear Fork in this sectional championship.
Third turnover,
and now
3 possessions, 3 turnovers, so not a good start for the Tigers.
Lady Colts looking to get a 5-0 lead with Weichel, and she does just that.
Nice feed to the post. Weichel had the defender on her back, and then she makes a nice little move to her left and finishes with that right-hand hook.
That's out of bounds. It'll stay with Huron as we take a look at the nice little hook shot. Got the defender on your back, right?
Yep.
Straight up on the back. That allows you to go either way with that post move. She goes her strong hand and scores. Full court pressure once again, and another turnover.
4 straight turnovers here.
Blubaugh thought about the three, kicks it around.
And Huron now is man-to-man. A little change from the zone that they were in. The double in the post.
And they get
a steal.
Turnover.
Yep. Good pass ahead. Let's see if she can catch it. Nope.
Sullivan just saves it. They
And
get it
Brown.
inside the Brown for 2. It's 5-2. Quickly back come the Lady Colts. Blubaugh kicks it back around. That's Brindley Barnett. Now to Blubaugh. Blubaugh into the lane. Euros scoop, too strong. Rebound taken by Huron. Now they have a chance to cut this to maybe 1, but after this foul, it will be on Clear Fork. It'll be a foul on Blubaugh, her first, and we'll get our first 2 substitutions of the game.
So again, man-to-man, full court pressure here by the Colts. And they turn it over again.
Huron just unable to handle this pressure early on.
5 out of 6.
Yeah.
So not a good start for the Tigers in this basketball game. I mean, the only good thing, Travis, about those turnovers, they have not been live ball turnovers. They've been dead balls.
So no transition, yeah.
So Clear Fork has not been able to get in transition, but again, takes away from possessions offensively with an opportunity to score.
Jenna Cox, Alyssa Wild check in for Huron. While for the Lady Colts, Haley Thrush checks in. Thrush now with the ball in the corner. Added pressure by Huron.
I mean,
picking up the pace, but it's a foul.
Huron started kind of looked like maybe a 1-2-2 when they were trying to match up. The last couple possessions, they've gone man-to-man, and their pressure's given Clear Fork a little bit of problem here.
Couple substitutions. Blubaugh back in, Sullivan in for Huron.
Coach Schaefer trying to keep fresh bodies in there right now as he's made several subs. Nice move there by Blubaugh, but unable to finish. But again, Huron turns it over on the rebound, and the Colts are able to finish, and are up 7-2, and almost another turnover.
Back comes Huron. Brown all the way down the line and gets it to go.
Well, we said she had to play well, and right now she's got all 4 points for the Tigers. So Brown off to a good start.
7-4 here as we approach the midway point of quarter 1.
And they're back in this zone. Kind of a. It looks. I guess looks like it's a 1-3-1 now. looked maybe like a 1-2-2, but
Yeah,
they're trying to match up.
That middle person was jumping out a little bit further,
Yep.
making it look like a 1-2-2, but it is a 1-3-1.
But again, it's not a 1-3-1 where they're just setting back, Travis. Coming out, being very aggressive on the ball, and a turnover by the Colts. First subs for the Colts.
Number 30, Buckeye.
So the Lady Colts making a couple substitutions.
Another turnover. Tried to throw it over the top, and Blubaugh with the steal.
7 turnovers from Huron in the first 4 minutes. Blubaugh over to Blubaugh. At the elbows, they run through the flex cut. She doesn't go that way, but she kicks it into the corner for 3. Thrush in and out. A bit of a collision there on the rebound. Long out. It's a 2-on-1. Blubaugh back. A Euro. And it looks like we're going to get free throws.
Yep. Jenna Cox, freshman for the Tigers, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Was able to get Blubaugh up in the air as she Euroed and then went into her for the layup attempt. First free throw attempts of the night here for the Lady Tigers. Cox hits the first.
So both teams making some substitutions here as we get to the 3:40 mark of the first quarter.
And you'll see this a lot with Clear Fork. They'll run their whole bench in there because they want to keep fresh legs for this pressure.
Yep.
Second free throw no good, and the rebound out to Lillian Weichel. 7-5 the score. 3 for Belcher, nailed it. 4th Lady Colt into the scoring column, it's 10-5. Barely gets past the pressure, but no, another turnover as they are unable to get across the half-court line.
That's what, number 8, I believe?
That is.
I mean, I think it's 8 out of 11 possessions. The possessions, they've at least been able to take care of it. They've scored.
Yeah.
And they've scored 2 field goals and a free throw. So, but, that
goes back to the keys of the game.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to win it by turning it over 8 times in the first 5 minutes of the game and that continuing throughout the game.
Lady Colts waiting to get into their set, but they left Blubaugh wide open for the 3. Her second of the game. She has 70 on the year. 13-5, and we'll get a foul on the Lady Colts. We'll take a look at that 3. You can't leave her open at all.
Well, but that's an awful deep 3 too. But you're right with her ability to feel it here. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line here to start the game.
And yet, despite it being that far back, you have to scout her and know that she'll take it.
Yeah, you gotta know that she's not going to be afraid to shoot that shot.
13-5, nice spin move there by Brown to get through the press. Nobody got on her. She scoops it up and in. She's got all 3 field goals. It's 13-7 for Huron. Blubaugh on the other end, just short, and the rebound out to Huron.
Yeah, Blubaugh feeling it there. Maybe a little bit of a heat check, but
left it a little short.
That's a good shot, though. Brown again.
What can Brown do for you? Let's just score 8 points, and we'll get a timeout. Scott Sellers is Huron sticking around here early, getting some momentum, Coach.
Yep. I mean, that's a really a good move and a tough shot to finish. So you can see why Jessica Brown is one of their leading scorers and best players. And one of the keys we said tonight was she was going to need to really play well. She's come out, has 8 points. I think she averages just over 11. And so right now the thing that Huron needs to do is just take better care of the basketball, because when they've been able to not turn the ball over, they've gotten great looks at the basket.
I want to welcome everybody watching live and free tonight, including our friend, Clear Fork friend, Suzanne Butterfield. Let's go Lady Colts, tuning in from Dayton tonight. And if anybody doesn't know, Suzanne Butterfield is Scott Sellers' sister. And Scott always gives me this stat for when she chimes in. Suzanne still holds the record for free throw percentage in the season, 85%. That's a shooter you want on your team, Joe Baylog.
You would definitely love a shooter like that.
Also, hello, Daniel Stotts, as always, rooting for the Lady Colts. Let us know where you're watching from, folks. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you right back out here tonight. The winner of this game, well, they're at a break right now. We'll get the winner of Colonel Crawford and Bucyrus. That game, we have 3 of the 4 district sectional final games in this district, the other one being Willard and Upper Sandusky. We will be at Shelby next week for the district tournament. It's just a matter of who wins tonight to get there. Great defense, and they're going to get Brown across. Coach, I want you to, was this all ball or did she get arm here? Coming up right here.
She probably
I think it was with the hand on the hip on the other side.
But a lot of times, even when you chop down at the basketball, officials are going to make that call. So, Brown just needs a keeper in front.
Extra pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Clear Fork with just under 2 left, opening quarter.
So they get out of their 1-3-1, and they're going to go man-to-man on this baseline out of bounds.
Blubaugh looking to get it in. Still looking, gets it to Weichel barely before the 5-second count.
Weichel's going to go to that post move.
Doesn't get it to fall, but she will get to the line.
I mean, her favorite move is turning that left shoulder and being able to shoot that little short jump hook with her right hand. And
it's one fluid motion as well, Coach. As she's moving, she goes up. And I think that's what makes it so tough to guard.
Well, and a lot of times, with post play especially, you can teach kids all kinds of post moves, but what we try to tell a post player was have your go-to move and then have a counter. So her go-to move seems to be that she wants to get to that right-hand jump hook. So it'll be interesting to see if Huron can take that away and then if she can go to something else.
Weichel 1 of 2. She's got 3 points. It's 14-9. Huron, deep throw. Blubaugh there with the deflection, and it's another turnover, the 9th on Huron. Barnett with it, gets it left side to Blubaugh, but she bobbles it out of bounds. The 3rd turnover on Clear Fork.
But again, the nine turnovers, is that correct?
Yes.
But none of them really have been live ball turnovers.
Yeah.
So
you haven't seen Clear Fork get out into that transition to take advantage.
But the thing is, it takes away from scoring opportunities, and I think it's maybe like 9 out of 13. And so the 4 possessions that have been able to take care of the basketball, I think they've scored on every possession, whether it's a Brown field goal and then they had a free throw by the young freshman. Basket again.
And she puts it in again.
I mean, that's got to be a concern for Coach Sellers, is her ability to get to the basket.
Barnett, though, on the other end, quickly takes it to the hole. As we take a look at Brown's bucket, but Barnett will have 2 on the other side. This is something that I saw last night in the Willard-Shelby boys game. You'd see Dawson go and take a bucket, but immediately Shelby right back at you in transition, gets it to Isaiah Ramsey for a couple easy hoops as well.
Well, and one of the easiest ways to beat a zone, which Huron drops back into that 1-3-1, one of the easiest ways to attack it is to get the ball up the floor quickly before the zone gets set up, and that's kind of what Clear Fork's trying to do, especially here when Huron scores on a made basket.
Offensive rebound, Blubaugh for 3. It's a 4-point possession.
She seems to be shooting the basketball with a lot of confidence here to start the game. 3 of 4 from the 3-point line.
And a timeout, Huron, as they couldn't get it in. Let's take a look at that possession, but it was my key. This is the last time they're ever going to play basketball on this court, these seniors, and Blubaugh is playing just like it.
Yeah, she's 3 of 4 from the 3-point line, and her only other one was just a little bit short. So playing with a lot of confidence here as she starts her.
In the sectional semifinal game against Western Reserve, she eclipsed Mark Delaney's 63 threes in a season from 2002. She's now at 71.
Yeah,
and the way they're playing, she could get a game or 2 more to get that close up to 80, 90.
Yeah, well,
you never know.
She keeps shooting like this tonight. She
might get there tonight. Yeah,
she might get it in with inside here tonight because she is really feeling it right now.
She is not only one of the pure shooters in the history of Clear Fork basketball on the girls' side, but athletes. She's the all-time assist leader on the soccer pitch. She's a track athlete as well. Probably one of the most decorated girls athletes that's going to come out of Clear Fork, and a great kid as well to add.
Yeah, we had a chance to
interview around the
arena, and a really neat kid. Which that's been fortunate when we've been able to do that on the show of around the arena. Been able to meet a lot of neat kids and just find out a little bit more about each of those kids.
Rosie Stover checks in for the Lady Colts. And this time they can't get it in. It's the 10th turnover on Huron. And Clear Fork with 1:16 left in the first quarter has a chance with a 3 to make this a 10-point game or at least a 9-point game.
Yeah, I mean, Huron is just struggling getting the ball in against Clear Fork's pressure. Ooh, had a chance to go right back. She's going to go right to that right shoulder. Yep.
They're going to get Weichel, though, on the travel
good
first.
Good call.
Shuffle,
I mean,
shuffle.
Weichel probably, I mean, she was close enough. She just needed to use that little right-handed jump hook that she's used.
Press broken by Huron. Wild into the corner, and Shaw. She'll drive baseline, reverse layup, nothing doing there. Lost the handle on the way up, and it's a rebound to the Lady Colts. Under a minute left in the first.
Well, in that possession, it looked like Clear Fork went to face guarding Jessica Brown, and it's the freshman Haley.
That's going to be a foul in transition. It'll be the 4th on Clear Fork in the quarter. They're going to call it on Thrush, her first, team's 4th.
And it looks like right now, maybe coming out of that timeout, that Coach Sellers is face guarding Brown now with Thrush. As you can see right now that she's going to try to deny her the basketball as much as they can. So they need somebody else here to step up.
Offensive board put back, and there is one. Emma Shaw after the offensive board puts it back up and in. It's 18-13. Blubaugh on the other end. Gets it to Weichel. 21 seconds, still plenty of time. Over to Thrush, now into the corner of the Barnett. Or correction, it's Belcher. And she's fouled, and she will get 2 free throws as they are now in the bonus. So Belcher, got bumped. That'll be on Wild, her first. And with 16.7 seconds left, Clear Fork will get free throws with the clock stopped. Just short on the first.
I mean, one of the things we brought up, Travis, last night in this gym with the rims, they have what a coach would say soft rims. So
you would know from your team's playing here too.
If you watch a lot of the shots, they come off really close to the basket. So
they don't have that bounce.
Yeah, they're not going to bounce far out. So you're going to get a lot of rebounds right around the basket. So, if you're Huron, you need to emphasize about, hey, we need to try to get to the offensive glass if we miss shots.
Second free throw out the back iron, no. Rebound fought for and kept.
Second time here off of a missed free throw that Clear Fork's been able to rebound the basketball. So that's been big.
7 seconds left. Into the corner. Belcher's going to try a 3 now. Off the back iron again. Rebound stays with Weichel, but can't get it up and in at the buzzer. And that is how quarter number 1 will end. Clear Fork out in front 18-13 after 1 in this sectional championship in Division III.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
18-13 Lady Colts here at Clear Fork. 17-11 Colonel Crawford over at Colonel Crawford High School. The winner of these 2 games will take on each other in a district semifinal next week at Shelby High School. Travis Berardi back here with Joe Baylog and Coach.
Well, if you're Coach Schaefer, you're just telling your kids, hey, let's take a little bit better care of the basketball because we've done that. We've been able to score. The concern that Clear Fork had is the play of Brown, and the adjustment they made was to face guard her. So Clear Fork jumps out here with an early 3 here to start the second quarter.
And that's the problem when you're not guarding all 5 because they have 5 threes already, and here comes Blubaugh with Clear Fork looking to add on, up 21-13. Over to Blubaugh. She'll try a 3 and gets the friendly bounce.
We said those rims are soft, so that's one of the things that'll happen.
And then Blubaugh nearly gets the steal. She does.
Yep, Clear Fork off to a great start here with 2 quick threes in the first minute of the second quarter.
11-point Lady Colt lead. Blubaugh thought for a split second about the 3. She does take it. Looked like she got fouled, but it's an offensive board nonetheless.
She might have got hit. That's really one of the first ones that they've been able to contest, though.
Yeah.
But Clear Fork, again, trying to get good ball movement here as Huron is back to their man-to-man defense.
Belcher with it. She has a 3 in this one. Skip past to Barnett. Now inside the Weichel. Looking for the flex cut. Instead, she'll take it herself. Up just off the rim. No. And that'll be a jump ball.
I mean, Huron has had a hard time rebounding the ball at their defensive end of the floor. I mean, Clear Fork, a couple rebounds off of missed free throws, a couple rebounds off of missed shots. That's something they're going to really have to do a much better job of.
Nearly stolen again, but they finally break it. The strip from behind, though, as Belcher allows Clear Fork to reset their offense here, or defense, I mean, with 6:20 left in the half.
I mean, one of the things Clear Fork is not allowing people to come to the basketball, so it's forcing the Tigers to have to throw the ball over the top with some difficult passes.
Into Shaw. Now to Brown, who has 10 points, and Brown is fouled.
And Belcher is now the one that's been assigned to face guard Brown. So Brown doing a good job of being strong with the basketball.
That'll be Belcher's second foul.
She thought she was coming out, but not. Thrush is back in, and Thrush, the freshman, now is going to be matched up against Jessica Brown as a face guarder.
And she did a good job against it. And now that's
Belcher's third, I think. Yeah, they switched her off of Brown, and then she makes a bad play here. Just needs to be a lot smarter, which is, I think, something Coach Sellers is addressing with her right now, that you just need to be a smarter player.
Another unforced error on Huron. Take a look at the inbounds again. Maybe a collision there or something, but this Clear Fork pressure is really causing problems for Huron, even
is that
if
number
it's not
11,
on the
I
ball
believe?
pressure. Yeah, it's 12.
12 turnovers now, yeah.
Back come the Lady Colts, up 11. Weichel at the three-point line, looking for a backdoor cut, won't get it. Kicks it around to Thrush. Thrush for 3. Looked good, but it was short. Huron able to get a board.
And I mean, the interesting thing right here is that even on a missed shot, Clear Fork is jumping into full court pressure, and they're really being aggressive here with the trap.
Weichel with the steal, puts it up high off the glass. No, rebound fought for, and I think we're going to get a foul on Huron.
I don't.
It is. Brown's second. I was expecting a jump ball there.
I was expecting a jump ball too. Both players just going for the basketball, and I mean,
taking a look at it again real quick.
Call there. I mean, if anything, they were probably over the back.
Blubaugh 3 doesn't go. Offensive board underneath the hoop, and another foul against Huron.
And as we said, one of the things Huron is having difficulty is rebounding the ball at the defensive end of the floor. You cannot give a team like Clear Fork second and third opportunities to score. Brown coming out of the game right now, kind of wore out a little bit. I think
she's had to carry her team.
Yeah,
early
she's had
on.
to carry, and then plus when you're getting face guard, that gets into your head a little bit. So, kind of a crucial point here with her out of the game to see what the Tigers are able to do.
Weichel into the lane. Saw she was getting pressure, puts one up, fouled. She'll go back to the line.
And a little bit of a counter to what she's been able to do before is typically she's one to put the ball in her right hand, and there they overplay her right hand a little bit, and she is able to go with her left hand and get to the basket and draw the foul. So Huron with 3 fouls here early in the second quarter.
Weichel can't get the first.
And Weichel misses the first, but the key thing with that is, as we've talked about all year, the rule changes.
Yep.
The 5th foul, you're shooting 2, so I think Clear Fork the emphasis would be to continue to be strong, go into the basket. And again, Clear Fork on a missed basket here jumps right into the pressure.
Nearly turned over again, turns into a jump shot that's short, taken out by the Lady Colts. And they're going to say it's turned over off the leg of Clear Fork.
One of the few turnovers that Clear Fork has had.
That's their 5th tonight at the 5-minute mark of quarter number 2. 11-point Clear Fork lead, 24-13. Huron yet to score in this quarter.
Turned it over again. Number 13, right?
14.
14. I'm one behind on all of them here.
It's all right, Coach. That's why I'm keeping track
I know,
and allowing you to break things down.
That's right.
Rosie Stover back in, and then Jessica Brown, she had enough of a break. She's back in as well.
Yeah, you can't let Brown sit too long. I mean, it's
no
24-13, and this game's kind of maybe at a breaking point here that Clear Fork's looking to take this 11-point lead to, working maybe to get it to 15, and if you're Huron, you're going to work to try to get that back to single digits.
Weichel's open for a 3 off the side, fought for, taken by Huron into the hands of Jessica Brown. Crosses over at the top of the key. Spins up and under, floats it up. Just misses, though, but she will get a jump ball. It will stay, though, with Clear Fork. But the hustle.
Yeah, Brown playing extremely hard. You really got to like how hard she plays. Really trying to carry her team right now in this basketball game.
Coming up on the midway point of quarter 2. Thrush in the corner. Back out to Barnett.
Nice
over
pass.
Over to Stover, lays it up too strong though. Ball deflected, and it will go to Huron.
That was a nice play by Brinley Barnett, driving the lane and then making the little dish, but just post player unable to finish the layup at the rim.
Yeah, Rosie Stover had the good look, but just maybe rushed a little too much on it, a little too strong. Huron still looking for that first bucket of quarter 2. Shaw with it. No backdoor cut, and she loses it, but Brown able to save it. Brown works around Blubaugh. Offensive foul, they say she hooked. You let me know, Coach, on this replay, what did she do here? Extended the arm there. I don't see much.
I don't.
That's going to be Brown's third.
As much as she's getting bumped, tough call for Brown.
Especially if the referee didn't see the whole thing, and all he saw was that extended arm.
And the Huron coaching staff not very happy at all.
Blubaugh for a 3. Banks are open here at Clear Fork on a Saturday evening. Her 4th 3. And then a steal doesn't go into the hands of Weichel, can't get it to fall. Another offensive board into the hands of Blubaugh, straight out to Barnett. Fakes the 3, but she travels.
Good call.
As we take a look at Bluebaugh's 3 off the glass and in. So that's a big possession there. You get the offensive foul on one side. It looked like she's going to be in for a layup there. And then down on the other end, a bank 3, a 5-point swing there.
And as we said, Clear Fork's up at 14 now, and you're Here's trying to extend this, and I believe Huron has not scored here in the second quarter yet.
They still have not.
Block shot by
Blubaugh with the block
shot.
Into the
Freshman
lane. That's a walk. Take a look at the replay here, brought to you by Jackson Wealth Services. Didn't call any of that, and then, their feet just came out from under.
Good job of Clear Fork just what we call walling up and kind of holding your space, force the travel.
I think the Huron faithful wanted a foul there, but I think that's mutual contact.
Yeah, but I think that goes back to some of the other plays that, that there's been a lot of contact maybe on some of their drives that coaching staff and players are a little bit frustrated with.
2:43 left here in the half. Home run pass.
Over the top.
Deflected away.
Nice job by Thrush, but turned it over.
Hook layup.
Not able to finish.
Off the rim, no.
Blubaugh, nice pass.
Blubaugh
at the left hand.
Too strong.
But again, another offensive rebound for the Colts.
Blubaugh. Lady Colts back in their offense with Blubaugh at the helm. She'll try the three. Got it. And a referee time for a shoe tie. We'll take a look at her three, though.
Yeah, the one thing with Blubaugh and Blubaugh, you had better close out with hands up, because if they see the hands down, they're going to shoot it. And Blubaugh with a nice-looking three there, a couple steps behind the line, but as we mentioned, Clear Fork shoots the three with a lot of confidence.
30-13 the scores. We hit 2 minutes left, and that's going to be a little too much on Thrush.
Yeah, Thrush kind of got caught in between of the decision of, do I let her catch it or do I go for the steal, and just kind of ran over top.
Stover will come back in and replace her. If you're Huron, you want to try and get this to 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, is you want to try to get to single digits. And now if you're Clear Fork, you're trying to get it extended. You're at 17. You're trying to extend it to 20. But Clear Fork's been really good defensively here. Have not allowed a point here in the second quarter.
That'll be on Stover, her first. And again, now both teams with 14 fouls in the quarter. Both sides will be shooting free throws every non-player control foul the rest of the way in the half.
And Huron's best player, Brown, I believe, has 2 fouls.
She has 3.
3 fouls, so she's on the bench, and that's a big key. With her out of the game, they're going to struggle to score as they score the first point here of the second quarter by Emma Shaw on a free throw.
She got 3. It's 30-14. Inside to Stover. Stover with the hook off the glass. No. Gets her board.
Rebound.
No.
Yep.
And Huron comes out with it. And another foul, and now we'll get free throws.
Yep. Freshman Jenna Cox will go to the line to shoot 2 here with 1:46.
Second foul on Mel Blubaugh. Pelkey looks like she'll be coming in to replace Blubaugh for the final 1:46, just to make sure she doesn't get to her third foul before the half.
Yeah, no need here to play her the last minute 46.
First free throw up and in for Cox. She is now 2 of 3 from the line tonight. 15-point game.
I mean, as a coach, one of the things you really like just watching Clear Fork play is the hustle that they show coming in and off the floor when they make substitutions. Nobody walks off the floor. Nobody walks on the floor. Everybody's always running on the floor.
30-16 now as we approach 90 seconds left in the half. Backdoor cut instead goes into the corner for Pelkey for 3. Too strong, and there's Cox with the board. Huron with a chance to add on here and cut this to 12 points, maybe 11.
But with Brown out, they just don't really have that go-to player right now in the basketball game. Good pass inside, the freshman inside.
Jenna.
Nice move.
Her first field goal. It's back to 12, Coach.
Yep. I mean, a stop here would be huge for the Tigers to be able to get it to 10 or under as you go into the half. But a foul called.
And free throws upcoming for the Lady Colts. That's the third on Herzog. So now Brown and Herzog both with 3 fouls for Huron right before the break.
I mean, foul trouble, a big key here for Huron because they're not as deep as Clear Fork. As you can see, even though both teams have subbed quite a bit, Clear Fork seems to be a little bit deeper with their bench. But Clear Fork not really taking advantage of their free throw opportunities.
They've missed 7.
Struggling at the line a little bit. But on the good part is, I think when they missed, they've been able to rebound the basketball.
This is true.
So let's see if the Tigers can get a check out here.
Won't have to.
Nope.
She makes the second.
But it allows Clear Fork to jump into that full court, man-to-man, face-guarding pressure that they've shown.
Again, looking for the home run pass that has not worked, and it won't again.
Well,
that's the only look they have right now with the face guarding.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pass. Just didn't catch it. I mean, you got to be able to catch the basketball.
Turnover number 16 on Huron, 4 away from their season average. Final 50 seconds of the half. Mel Blubaugh is gonna.
Looks like Clear Fork's gonna hold here for the last shot of the half. Which
we're not going to get into the conversation, though, about what we should do when somebody holds the ball. Shot clock conversations are to be.
Well, but right now, if you're Huron,
they're coming out the guard, though.
Yeah, and they get a turnover. That's huge. Now let's see if they look for the last shot. Nope, Cox is going to drive it.
I think that was Blubaugh once again. 19 seconds left in the half. Ball's in Labacki's hand. She has 4 threes tonight. So again now, Clear Fork can set up the final shot if they want to, or they can just drive it down Main Street and miss the layup. Rebound with 6, 5 seconds, and then a foul with 4, and that might be Blubaugh's third. It is.
That's a bad foul. You're 75 feet away from the basket. The clock's going to run out on the half. Clear Fork now Huron now has a chance to cut this to 11
with 2
points.
Free throws, yeah. Soft rim, not friendly for Sullivan on that first one.
Well, Sullivan only a sophomore, so getting some good tournament experience here. Nice. Looks like she's got a nice shooting stroke.
2 seconds. 1, Barnett at the horn. Got it to go! Banks it in! Count the bucket off the glass! What a way to end the first half. The 9th 3 by the Lady Colts to take us to the break. It's 34-19 at the half. We'll take a break and be back with the SPHERION Mid-Ohio halftime report after this.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Tonight's Division III Sectional Championship brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Buckeye Horizon. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Buckeye Horizon Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your local train comfort specialist. The Clear Fork Athletic Boosters, supporting all Clear Fork athletic squads, wrestlers, basketball players here this tournament season. SPHERION Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Jackson Well Services, Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free this evening. When we come back, the SPHERION Mid-Ohio halftime report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back to the SPHERION Mid-Ohio halftime report. I hope you enjoyed the mini Colts halftime performance like Coach Baylog did.
Yeah, I'm going to get on Coach Sellers. He's stolen our little warm-up thing of defensive slide, so I'm going to expect a payment on that because that was patented by us. But really neat to see that he's got young kids involved and really trying to build a program here. And they had probably, 25, 30 kids out there, Travis.
Yeah. Oh, they always do.
Working on ball handling and just doing the things you need to do to get better, which is work on fundamentals of the game of basketball and make it enjoyable.
So, back here at the break, we're Clear Fork. Lady Colts in that second quarter really took care of business, outscoring Huron 16-6. They have 9 threes on the night, including this three right here at the horn, off the glass. It's there. Why not use it? A big momentum boost for them.
The neat thing with that is not only did she made it, but to see Bailey's Barnett's face after she made it. She was like, "Whoa, I don't really know." But that's a big basket. It takes it from a 12-point game to a 15-point game. And now we're coming out to start the second half. I mean, the emphasis for Huron has got to be we got to just do a better job of taking care of the basketball because when we've been able to get shots.
You're taking a look at the stats too.
Yep.
The discrepancy: 9 threes to nothing,
yeah.
7 twos to 2.
Yeah. That's
it right there. And Clear Fork shooting.
And the rebounding, probably half of those, or at least a third of those Clear Fork rebounds have been, I guess 9 of them were offensive rebounds, and that's hurt because you can't give a team like Clear Fork second and third opportunities to score. So it's going to be, I believe, Huron basketball coming out. So as many times as we say to start a quarter or to start the half, Huron's looking to get a score, a stop, and a score, and to kind of be right back in it. And if you're Clear Fork, you're looking to get a stop and a score and another stop, then with an opportunity to extend this to close to 20 points. So interesting to see what both teams come out here as how they start the third quarter.
Individual scoring for Huron: Jessica Brown with 10, Jenna Cox with 5, Shaw with 3, Sullivan with 1, as we immediately get a foul against
Clear Fork. Showed a 2-3 zone and just immediately came out and rushed the ball handler, trying to show something different to create an early turnover, but get called for a foul as they tried to throw the ball into the high post.
Clear Fork led by Lebacki's 12 points, 8 from Barnett, 6 from Blubaugh, 3 from Whitehall,
turnover.
3 from Belcher, as that's the 17th turnover for Huron, 2 points for Thrush.
Clear Fork just does such a good job of denying entry passes, whether it's their full court pressure or they're on baseline out of bounds. Huron has not been able to get a look on any baseline out of bounds play yet tonight.
Lady Colts back in its offense. playing patient basketball here at the moment, looking for that open three-point attempt. 4 out with Weichel working around the paint. Blubaugh, contested three, won't go. Offensive board on the backside.
That's a 10th offensive rebound.
Layup good. Brindley Barnett into double figures with 10.
Yeah, Brindley, and now Brindley's going to get a steal here. Nice save, nice play.
And you love to see a score on one end and defense on the other by a player.
Yeah. Back to that 1-3-1. Huron's back in it. And that's the difficulty sometimes when you go to a zone. The difficulty is rebounding the basketball, which
trap in the corner, and it's a steal.
She just tried to throw it off or out of bounds. You got to be stronger with the basketball, and she's not really sure.
Belcher short. Blubaugh with the save. The Blubaugh doesn't go. Blubaugh gets the board.
Another rebound here.
36-19 the score. Weichel with it. Back out to Annika. A deep three. Give it to her.
Yep.
She's got 15 all from beyond the arc. It's a 20-point game.
And it's a 20-point game now, and a turnover.
And a steal. Weichel into the lane. Layup good.
And this is what full court. This is what pressure does over time.
Makes diamonds.
It wears you down, and then if you're a team like Clear Fork, you're looking to get that run. And right now they're on a 7-0 run.
About to be 9. Weichel.
Yeah,
again into the lane,
steal.
lays it up and in. Time out, Huron.
Yeah.
Clear Fork starting to feel it now. A 9-0 start to begin the half. Some scores from around the area, and it is upset city in Richland County. Lexington, the Lady Lex, knock off Norwalk 59-48. Another score from around the area. Mansfield Senior 26, Port Clinton 25.
That's not a final though yet.
No, that's a halftime
score.
A game down here, Bucyrus making it interesting. The winner of It's looking like Clear Fork right now will take on the winner of those two teams that you're seeing in a district semi at Shelby next week.
I mean, you got to really congratulate Lexington's girls basketball team. Had a huge win at the end of the year over Shelby.
Yeah, Shelby down 3 at the half to Toledo Central Catholic.
And so, won 2 tournament games here and trying to turn that girls basketball program back around. And I think that's Gabby Stover, Kate Stover's younger sister that played at Lex.
Yep. Great player at Lex.
Is trying to get it done, and it seems like the Lady Minutemen are doing their job.
Yeah, Lady Lex will, unless there's a huge upset, take on Bellevue.
Nice little play here to get the ball in bounds.
I think you're going to be calling that game too, Joe. You and Brian up there at Old Fort. D2. Trap. Nearly a turnover, ball on the floor, and Clear Fork will come out with it.
Again, Clear Fork's pressure has just been too much for the Tigers here tonight and really starting to wear them down. So now they get out of their zone, going to man-to-man. And nice curl cut by Blubaugh.
Her first 2-point field goal. That is how you use a screen right there, Coach. Yeah. Right off of the defender. We're going to get a foul on Clear Fork, I believe. It is. It's the third on Thrush. Or they're going to call it on Barnett. That's her first.
Huron's got to be aware now they can't run the same play on the out of bounds that they've run before because it's a spot violation.
This time Barnett with the pick.
Look to throw it over the top, but unable to.
Hook won't go, but we'll get free throws. That's Jessica Brown's 4th.
Yeah. Ashton Wine going to the line, a sophomore. But again, I think that the depth of Clear Fork is starting to really show here that Huron is just getting wore down. A lot of frustration right now in the faces of the Huron Tigers.
And a little bit of frustration on Coach Scott Sellers' face.
Yeah.
3 of 11 from the line.
Yeah, you don't.
This could be close to a running clock if they hit their free throws.
Yeah. But still, you have 5 minutes to go here in the third, so.
Yeah, 46-19 though.
Long baseball pass, good deflection. Wine making another defensive play.
Into the hands of Blubaugh. I think the Lady Colts were out there with the football team this fall, working on some safety drills.
Yeah, they look like it tonight because they've been able to get deflection when the ball's been thrown over their heads. So
Blubaugh with it. She'll back things out with 4:35 left in the third. Clear Fork by 25.
Yep. Trying to spread things out a little bit here. Nice little cut there by Blubaugh.
It's 27.
Did find her on the back door.
Wine for 3, rimmed around, offensive board.
Barnett with the offensive board there. She's really been active in many different phases of the basketball game tonight.
Barnett, double team, gets around that, into the corner for Blubaugh. She'll drive it in, kick it back out. 3 in the air for Thrush. Short, another offensive board.
And that's her second offensive rebound here in this possession.
But a turnover and a foul against the Lady Colts. That's Belcher's 4th. So Annika Labaki will come in and replace her.
You know, she's actually had a couple silly fouls tonight, just kind of in the wrong spot, making a push. So a little frustration on her face, but the good thing for the Colts is their depth usually covers up for somebody that gets in foul trouble.
Another nice deflection by Clear Fork, but a travel gives it right back.
And it's the same player, Aston Wine, that has made those plays. So she's come in and made a difference here with her play, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Under 4 left in the third, 46-19. And again, Wine with some good defense, but she swipes down. As I say that, I apologize for the jinx. She's called for the foul.
Yeah.
Anytime, and I say this a lot, Coach, anytime you see that hand chop down like that on a layup attempt, it's going to get called.
In most cases, yes. Even if you get a piece of the basketball, officials have the tendency that is going to be a foul.
And that is why, as coaches, you always say straight up and down when guarding.
Well, and a lot of times if you just go straight up and down, it makes it a tough layup anyways.
It extends your length as well.
It's, you know, you kind of bail them out if you foul them.
Whoa! Who's it on? Who's the lane? There's a lane violation. It's kind of like a false start on everybody but the center. Everybody jumped.
Yeah.
Referees taught you. I just replay it. Just retry the shot. Everybody jumped there. Just try it again. So they're going to call the lane violation on Clear Fork. I like the call. Everybody jumped. Might as well just give her another chance.
I think Clear Fork was the first ones in. I'm not really sure what they say with that.
I saw 6 players in there. I don't know who jumped, but I like the call because everybody jumped. Just give her another shot.
Sullivan gets the line and goes
maybe
1 of 2.
Maybe a ball don't lie moment. Offensive board though.
Yeah, Alyssa Wild with an offensive rebound, and then a jump ball call, and it's going to be Clear Fork basketball.
Gives it right back. The 25th Huron turnover.
Well, this is interesting. Kylie Belcher has 4 fouls, correct?
Yes.
So she's coming back in the lineup here with 3:27 left in the third.
And I think this is just a way for Sellers to see, can she play?
Yep. Yeah.
With 4 fouls.
Yes,
I mean, they have a 26-point lead, but can she handle this? Because this might be this might be something down the line.
You're exactly right. Sometimes players got to learn to play with 3 fouls in the first half or 4 fouls here later in the game. So I think that's maybe a challenge that he's given her, to come in and still play aggressive, but see if you can play with 4 fouls and be smart about it.
Labaki on the skip pass, look down. She was still in bounds. Gave a little smirk after that, too. Weichel, nice pass inside the Blubaugh layup. Oh, just off the rim. But an offensive rebound, a foul against Huron. Last 5 rebounds, the last 6 rebounds from Clear Fork are all offensive.
So that gives them, what, I think 15 for the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just, it's hard to win if you've turned the ball over as many times as Huron has and allowed the number of offensive rebound that Clear Fork has gotten.
Blubaugh back out front to Pelkey. Now to White.
Blubaugh thought about that 3 off the screen, but decided not. And Weichel's going to go with that right-handed hook.
Just off the back of the rim, but another offensive board.
Yep.
Kick back out to Annika. Nice crossover. She'll try the 3 short. And finally, Huron will escape the possession. No, they won't. They turn it over. Extra pass. Belcher. Got it. And it's possessions like those that can just kill a team.
Yeah,
you finally get the board, you turn it over, and it leads to a 3.
Well, turnovers right now for Huron and giving up offensive rebounds have been a big difference in the game.
Sullivan's first field goal, a nice fadeaway, makes it 49-22.
But Clear Fork pushes it right back up, and Blubaugh going to shoot a 3 and miss it, but she was wide open.
Another steal. Under 1:30 left in the third.
Yep, looks like Clear Fork's going to spread it out here maybe and get the last shot of the quarter.
Leading by 27, but coach saying, no, we're not going to let them hold it. Play.
Well, I think they're trying to see if they can get Huron to come out and play them and then maybe get an easy look, which Huron, I think the last time they did this, was able to create a turnover. So the Huron being aggressive, and here goes Belcher to the basket, and shot is blocked.
Into the lane, kicks it right side. 3 for Sullivan. Got it. She's got 5 straight. And a timeout for Huron. So, a little life.
Sullivan only a sophomore and a left-hander. Somebody said this once. Have you ever seen a left-hander that doesn't have a pretty shooting stroke?
That's a true point.
Almost every left-hander has a good shooting stroke, and
I'm a left-handed writer, and I have pretty writing.
I don't know if that counts,
no, that's
Travis.
not. It's a home and kitchen supply timeout nonetheless, but yeah, I don't have pretty writing. I write in all caps. Take a look at Crawford High School. Our first live stream at Crawford, full live stream that we've ever done.
Bucyrus hanging tough, 4-point game with
I saw
just
them
under
when they
2
played
minutes.
Winford 2 nights ago.
Yeah, big because they beat. That's second time they beat Winford.
Yeah, back to back. They beat them by 1 and then ran away with it. But it's a team that came on as of late. They got their first postseason win in 8 years.
Yep.
So good for them. There's still time left, but it's looking like Crawford's gonna move on here. Back here, it's a 24-point lead for the Lady Colts with just under a minute left here in the quarter.
Nice pass. Brinley Barnett with the assist there. And Weichel with the finish.
She's got 3 field goals in the second half. 51-25. Answer for Huron short. Blubaugh off her hands and out, but it'll stay with Clear Fork as we take a look at the easy lay-in for Lillian Weichel. Final shot upcoming here for the Lady Colts. And yeah, that's a carry. 11th Clear Fork turnover. So we won't see maybe another banked in 3 before the buzzer, but hey, there's still 10 seconds left.
And Clear Fork goes zone in this last 10 seconds. So a little change up here.
Got to get a shot off, deflected out. 1, won't even shoot it, and that's how the quarter will end. We've played 3 in this Division III sectional championship Clear Fork by 26.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
What time is it, Mr. Baylog?
Money time.
It is money time here on the OH Report. 51-25 Clear Fork on the Buckeye Horizon scoreboard. 8 minutes away from their third consecutive sectional title. The coach, Joe Baylog, alongside me, Mr. Travis Berardi, back here at Clear Fork High School. And the Lady Colts, I said this in the pregame, this is one of the most balanced, complete Clear Fork squads I've seen since coming up here into North Central Ohio, and they're showing it tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the depth of Clear Fork is worn down year on a little bit, and you just got to really like the hustle plays that the Lady Colts make throughout the basketball game, not just by one or two people, but really, 8 or 9 kids that have all come into the game and played well.
Blubaugh got the three. Mel's third of the night. Our player spotlight's got 9. Huron able to break the press. Into the lane, all the way around, scooped too strong, and Blubaugh there with the board.
And Clear Fork looking to push the ball in transition.
After 3, Toledo Central Catholic 45, Shelby 36.
Ooh. As we mentioned, I think with that Toledo Central Catholic group, they were like one of the best D2 teams in the state a year ago, and then were kicked out of the tournament because of
that's right,
recruiting violations. Now I think they lost some of those players, and one of their best players, I think, went to Toledo Whitmer, but still playing in the well, they're playing actually, I think, in the Detroit City Catholic League now.
Yes, they are.
So they won, I think, 14 or 15 games, but the schedule they play is a really good schedule.
First free throw good for Cox. They were the 6th seed in that district, and due to I don't know what, I'm not going to get into that part, but they got immediately placed in the number 6 spot.
It was a mistake on the district tournament director to put them there. They should not have been put on that 6th line. They should have been put on a different line, but as we said, we're not really going to get into that, Travis.
Yeah, and it actually ends up possibly hurting the Lady Whippets right now.
Yeah.
That fadeaway doesn't go, out of bounds. Quick check in at Colonel Crawford. They're up 14 with 15 seconds left, so it's looking like the first game at Shelby, the 6 o'clock game, will be Clear Fork, the 3 seed, versus Crawford, the 2.
Yep.
And a bump foul against Clear Fork. That'll be Thrush's 3rd. Stay tuned after the game for the SPHERION Mid-Ohio post game, as well as the Clear Fork.
Hard screen there.
Big screen.
But a legal screen.
And then a bump on Clear Fork again. That's Barnett's second.
And the interesting thing is Brown had 10 points, I believe, in the first quarter. Has not scored since, so the adjustment of face guarding her has been huge, but also her foul troubles has hurt because she's had to sit a lot here at the in the second quarter, and then here set a lot in the third quarter.
Weichel with the board inside to Stover, but a turnover and then another foul on Clearfork.
Yeah. Brown with the steal, so
that'll be Stover's second. And another foul. That'll be Thrush's fourth.
Brown gets to go to the line here to shoot two now. His foul situation is Clearfork has 5, and Huron has 0.
First free throw good.
Yep. Brown getting her first points since the first quarter. So
that is right.
As we said, Clearfork has done a really good job of shutting her down after she got off to a really hot start. And the main reason has been because they have been face guarding her.
Shot goes.
So we talked about Weichel having a counter move. So typically she's gone with the right hand to finish. There she comes back to her left and is able to finish inside.
And a steal. No call. Take a look at the replay, see if we see any.
Well, Barnett, there's kind of a deflection. Maybe could have called a foul after the ball.
After the ball left, yeah. I'm just surprised at everything that they're calling against Clearfork. They wouldn't have called that, but that's why I'm sitting here and the rest are out there.
Blubaugh with the 3
won't get it.
And another offensive rebound.
Stover using her height. Kicks it back around the Weichel. 5 minutes left in regulation, 56-29.
And Weichel turned it over.
Back to Schmidt.
Good pass ahead. Emma Cox.
Floater good.
Gets her 8th and 9th point of the game.
She has 2 field goals, 5 of 6 from the line. Pass inside to Stover, deflected back out. It'll stay with Clearfork. This time Stover one-on-one, too strong. Big offensive rebound by Thrush.
Great effort by Thrush from all the way from the backside to rebound that basketball. And that's been Clearfork all night, is just their effort to get to the offensive glass. That's, I'm going to say they're probably close to, 16, 17 offensive rebounds?
It's a lot, yes.
Too many to count right now, but they've done a really good job on the offensive glass.
They have. Kick back out. Blubaugh with it, the midway point of quarter 4. And thrown away. Ooh, big collision on the screen again. Brown open, won't get it to go. Take a look. She was
kind of one of those like football plays. What do they call those? Rub
route?
Rub routes. That's what that was. It looked like it was. It was a little bit of a rub route there.
Final score: Crawford 41, Bucyrus 27. Clearfork has its opponent.
Yep. Congratulations to Zach Bauer and the Eagles. Eagles have had a solid season. He's done a really good job there. So exciting that the Eagles are in the district tournament.
And that'll be a push foul, and that's number 5 on Jessica Brown. As she will end her junior season with 12 points.
Yeah, you gotta like that. You got a player like Brown coming back. player that has the potential to be a really good basketball player if she continues to work here in the summer. And I think we mentioned at the beginning, one of the Huron's better players was out. I think we said maybe broke her leg or.
Yeah.
So, the Tigers going to look to try to get better here in the offseason.
Corner threes in and out. Ball bounced around, Blubaugh with the board. From the bottom half of the bracket, Upper Sandusky defeats Willard 45-21. So the 4 seed will get a matchup with most likely Margaretta, a game you'll see live and free from Shelby next week.
And one of the better players in the area, and Grace Walton from Upper Sandusky. But taking on a very, very good
I'm interested to see that rematch from last year's district final.
Margaretta team that got to the Final Four a year ago.
That one in and out, another offensive board.
Yep.
Ball lost. And we're going to get a jump ball. And possession stays with Clear Fork.
The blue ball coming out of the game. Probably.
With 2:45 left, you have to think, this is the last.
A little confusion as to whose basketball was on the jump ball. It's going to be Clear Fork basketball.
Looking at least at the scoreboard, that's what they have possession for. 3 in the air, short. It's a pass. I'll call it a pass.
Well,
another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound. Yeah. They're gonna be close to 20 offensive rebounds for the night.
Stover inside, kicks it right back out into the corner. 3 again, off the top of the backboard. That is out of bounds.
Yeah, hit the top.
2:27 left.
So the Colts are going to advance to play the Colonel Crawford Eagles,
and it looks like on the bottom half, it's
that'll
chalk.
be on what, Thursday night, correct?
Yeah, 1, 4, 2, 3 will be the matchups at Shelby High School.
So I think we talked about this a little bit beforehand, Travis. Was that all those girls' districts are on Thursday night? Are we correct with that?
I think so, yes.
Which is kind of interesting.
Helps us out because we can cover boys' tournaments on the other days.
Yeah.
Except for that, in that Saturday, there's only 2 sectionals for boys, River Valley and Northmore, and then everything else is in the evening for girls' districts.
So the thing that as coaches, as Coach Sellers will have to do and Coach Bauer will do is
watch us.
They'll put a lot of emphasis in here, to prepare for that game, because if you don't win, you don't move on. But also then as a coaching staff, you got to start looking at the other 2 teams on the other side of the bracket and get in preparation, because if you win on Thursday night, you're only going to have really less than 2 days to prepare for the district final.
And as always, I know you as a coach, when at a district, you'll stay around or you'll get there early and scout that other game.
And they'll it's probably starting tomorrow, they're going to work really hard in looking at film on Colonel Crawford and making the preparations for Crawford. But once you finish tomorrow and probably Monday, you're going to be preparing for Crawford, but you're going to have your coaching staff looking at film on the other half of the bracket, which is we said it was Margaretta and Upper Sandusky. That you're going to have those scouting reports ready to go if you win on Thursday night.
I love this time of year, Coach. You can probably love it a little bit more now that you're on this side.
It's a little bit more relaxing, maybe not as much time in preparation. So,
and you get to pick wherever you want to go to watch these games too and get in for free. I mean, you're the head of the coaches, so you can probably still get in for free anyway. But you know what I mean. I know Abram Capel really wanted to call that Willard game with me last night because he could get into it easily. Jumper's good.
I told Brian I was going to fire maybe a workman's comp complaint on that I didn't get to go to that game, but actually we had a pretty good game here last night with Ontario and Clear Fork.
Came back to get a win on senior night. I saw Coach Bradford before the game, congratulated him. Now they're getting ready to hopefully beat Galleon once again.
That should be a good game on Tuesday night because they split during the year, and Galleon had a big win to end the year over Northmore, and Clear Fork with a solid win last night against Ontario. So that should be a good sectional semifinal game.
Final minute of regulation. All that's left is the score, as Clear Fork is going to get its third consecutive sectional championship.
Yep.
Stay tuned after the game for our MVP, and I will have a conversation with head coach Scott Sellers. Avery Wine gets the steal in the hoop.
And she's a senior, correct? I think.
She is.
So it's kind of neat that, because, many times you have players that play a role and don't necessarily get a lot of playing time, but are really important in your preparation. And as a senior, it's neat to see
on her final game
she gets a chance to play in this game.
And that will do it. The Clear Fork Lady Colts have won its third consecutive sectional championship. They knock off the Huron Lady Tigers 60-34. We'll take a break. When we come back, our Clear Fork Athletic Boosters MVP, as well as the SPHERION Mid-Ohio post-game report.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome back inside the SPHERION Mid-Ohio post-game shows. They continue to cut the nets down here at the Colt Corral. Always a great moment when you can have your players cutting down the nets for anything like this. A conference championship, a sectional, a district. It's just a great moment.
Well, you know, one of your your goal during the regular season is to win a conference championship, and then that's what's neat about Ohio high school basketball is you get a chance that you can win other championships. So Clear Fork winning their first championship here with the sectional championship, and then next week at this time we'd like to be doing the same thing of cutting down nets for a district championship.
There's Jess Brokaw getting. Let's take a look at the final stats here as we continue watching them cut down the nets. Huron, 10-2s, both sides, 10-2s, but it was the three-point shooting. Clear Fork with 12 threes on the night. They out-rebounded Huron 30-19. They actually, if you take away the defensive rebounds, it's still 19-19 from all the offensive rebounds they have. 15 turnovers to 30. They forced 30 turnovers. The lone The lone discrepancy here, 4 of 12 from the free throw line. That's, I think, the one thing that Coach Sellers will be frowning upon after this win is the free throw shooting.
Yeah, he might address some of the turnovers that they had, but when you try to play at a fast pace, which they do,
it's true.
15 turnovers is not horrible. You would like to get that to under 10, but take a look at your plus 15 in the turnover category because you forced 30, and then the offensive rebounding is you have to be extremely happy with your effort to get the offensive glass and get 19 rebounds.
The final statistics brought to you by SPHERION Mid-Ohio. As we get back here, Coach, you've won many a sectional championship. It means your team is in the round of 64.
Yep.
You kind of get into the now tournament like the NCAAs. They have the 64 team, but you win a sectional, it means you're deserving of being in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, and I've said one of the hardest things to do is win a district tournament because you're going to face teams that typically you have either played or know you very, very well. So it's going to come down not necessarily to the plays that you run, but to players being able to make plays. So sometimes it involves coaches making somewhat of a little bit of an adjustment with what you do maybe offensively or defensively, but a lot of teams are going to come in with the confidence that they've usually had very successful seasons and they're going to rely on what's gotten them to that point. So district tournament plays, we mentioned Thursday, Saturday, so you have pretty much a normal week to prepare for the first game, but if you win, then that time turns around quickly. But that's what's exciting about high school basketball here in Ohio.
Yeah, and taking a look at our very large schedule we have coming up next week with boys tournaments starting as well. But yeah, Thursday, the Old Fort districts will have Lexington up there. It's looking like it's going to be Toledo Central Catholic and Fort Clinton on that other side. But there'll be Lexington and Bellevue will have that for you. The Shelby districts, I'll be there with Upper Sandusky, with Clear Fork, with Colonel Crawford and Margaretta. We have the Willard districts. Monroeville upsets Mansfield Christian at Mansfield Christian, so they'll be in that. Danbury, the 1 seed, they're in it as well. Centerburg, possibly. We have Centerburg and Cardington earlier in the week. That'll be on Monday. Mount Gilead is in a district semifinal. That'll be Tuesday. Loudonville's district semi. We have districts all over the place, but the main ones in our area will be Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah, exciting time. I mean, it's kind of neat here with Clear Fork cutting down the nets and then taking a picture not with just their team, but with all the young ladies that performed at halftime in front, and then the student section who at Clear Fork here is very, very loyal.
Oh, yes.
So Coach Sellers kind of making sure he recognizes everybody that's helped with this success, because it's not just, it takes a family kind of to get this done, and that family includes, those young players, and then also student section being involved and supporting them. So I'm sure that they're going to have a great following when they play on Thursday night at Shelby in the district semifinals.
And hello to Jake Furr, whose tall stature is in the way of our shot as well. Hi, Jake. As now, the seniors are going to get their pictures and whatnot. Then they will head into the locker room, get their talk, and then we'll get our interview after. He talks to them. But we will take one more break, and when we come back, we're going to chat with Mel Blubaugh, our MVP, as well as Victoria's head coach Scott Sellers after the break.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Tonight's Division III Sectional Championship brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. Buckeye Horizon. Tonight's broadcast presented by Buckeye Horizon Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your local trained comfort specialist. The Clear Fork Athletic Boosters. Supporting the basketball players as well as wrestlers here in this winter sports tournament season. SPHERION Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Jackson Well Services, a big supporter of Clear Fork Athletics. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and bath, windows and doors since 1970. And Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Moments away from our MVP interview, that will be our player spotlight, Mel Blubaugh. Coming up. Time for our Clear Fork Athletic Boosters MVP. It's our player spotlight. It's Mel Blubaugh. I didn't know this before I did the player spotlight, but she's playing with a broken nose, no face mask. She's a darn warrior, and she hit 3 threes tonight. 9 points as Clear Fork has won its 3rd consecutive sectional championship. You got to be good luck. All 3 years you're at Clear Fork, you win sectional titles. Just take me through this one. You're a team that likes to shoot the 3, and that's exactly what you did tonight.
Yep.
How were you able to do it?
Well, we put in plays for 3-point shooters, and then coach is really confident in all of us, so it's just shoot when you're open, play as a team, rebound, pass it back out, shoot again.
How fun has it been with this squad this year? Coach knew coming into this season that you had a lot of good seniors, you had a special squad. You've taken some lumps, you had some tough losses throughout, but it's gotten you better for this point. Just how has this journey been throughout this season?
The journey is just an adventure, really. All the ups and downs. We really work as a team, lots of team bonding, so it builds us all together and makes it a lot easier when we know how we play to score.
Well, you're going back to Shelby. You're going back to a district semifinal next week. You'll take on Colonel Crawford, a team that we've seen, everybody's seen. It should be a good matchup. Just what are you guys going to work on for the next few days? Play Thursday, but for the next few days, what do you guys want to work on to get ready for a chance to get back to a district championship game?
We'll definitely keep shooting, keep the positive attitude, and work on our offense, and probably put in a couple defenses. Work on that.
There you go. I'm not going to let you give anything away. You can keep the secrets with you and the team.
Of course.
Easiest question I'm going to ask you tonight. You want to look at now? If you want to look into the camera and give anybody a shout out, go for it.
Shout out to my parents and my grandma for coming whenever they can, and to my coach for everything, and my team.
There you go. Tonight's MVP, Mel Blubaugh, 9 points. Clear Fork has another sectional championship. Congratulations, Mel.
Thank you.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Back here in our extended SPHERION Mid-Ohio post-game show as we await head coach Scott Sellers. Final score once again, 60-34 in favor of Clear Fork. Individual scoring here tonight. First for Huron, they were led by Jessica Brown's 12 points. She had 10 in the first quarter and then was held to only 2 points after that. 9 points from Jenna Cox, 7 from Elena Sullivan, 3 from Emma Shaw, 2 from Alyssa Wild. As for Clear Fork, a balanced effort once again. 17 from Blubaugh, 11 from Weichel, 10 from Barnett, 9 from Mel Blubaugh, 6 from Kylie Belcher, 2 from Thrush, Pelkey, and Wine, and 1 from Ashton Wine as we welcome in victorious head coach, a third straight year. You can call yourselves sectional champs. That's the back of the guy's head right there. That is Scott Sellers. Turn around, at least wave for the folks up there. There he is. Coach Sellers, 4 years ago, the COVID year, the tough loss to Mansfield Senior. You said, I have some girls, you got to look out for them the next 3 years because we have some players. And they have done exactly that for you. This is your third sectional championship. 2 years ago, a district runner-up to the #1 team in the state. Last year, a tough loss to Upper, but you made it back to districts. And this year, you're going back to Shelby again. Just easy question, how good has these girls been, the senior class especially, to lead you guys back to very good basketball?
They've been really good. From their preparation starting in April the last couple years to their June and July commitments to their off-season stuff. They bought into what we're trying to do, and Kylie and Annika have been four-year lettermen for me. They've been kids that we can rely on defensively, offensively, kids that can show up to the off-season stuff. They're committed. So it's been really nice, and to have Avery Wine and Allison Montgomery as well. Our four seniors are special. I love coaching them, and I was really happy to get a win on their last time playing on this floor together.
Yeah, so it's actually been a very good day for this part of the area. Mount Gilead upsets to go to a district. Cardington and Centerburg will play in a semifinal. You guys get the win. Lexington upsets Norwalk to get in there. Mansfield Senior and Shelby both lose. Tough losses for them, but some of these teams you faced, they're in the district round as well. And this getting to my next question, you played a River Valley squad, 2 tough losses, but you played them close. They're probably going to make a district round. West Holmes,
they did today. They won their sectional today. Yep.
So they're in a district. West Holmes, the OCC champs, you took them to the wire, nearly upset them. Just how has this non-conference schedule that you've played this year gotten you ready for this run? Because you guys are playing a very balanced basketball right now.
Yeah, we are. I mean, even with Shelby, they're just so good. That district's so loaded that, you know, when you're playing TCC and that happens, that's just, you know, from 1 through 8, 9 in that side of the bracket, they're really good. You know, when, you know, Mansfield Senior, I thought they were incredible. I don't know what happened in that game.
DC Lanier happened.
Yeah, she's really good. We knew her from a couple years ago when we were Division II.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, you know, I know that West Holmes is really good. I know some of the teams we played, Bellevue, Shelby, Pleasant in conference.
Lexington's getting healthy now. They're healthy, and see what they're doing with Ava Brown.
And Loudonville. So there's a lot of good teams playing good basketball. And, you know, to answer your question, we try to schedule as tough as we can so we can, you know, get to a district level and beyond, knowing what we're going to face. And, you know, when we play Colonel Crawford, they play tough, man, pressure defense. Same with Margaretta, same with everything past them. So, you know, I think it got us ready, and it exposes some things early that we need to work on. And I'm just, you know, we're really happy with where we're at as a team and a program, and very fortunate.
19 offensive rebounds. You got to be darn proud of that stat.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you don't rebound, you don't play. It's just part of the rules, and the kids know that. And, you know, when you shoot more threes, there's usually more longer bounces. And so we've offensive rebounded pretty well this year. I don't know if that's good. It means we've missed a lot of threes or kids are playing really hard. But, you know, it's something we take pride in. It's something we stat and track and measure. And it's absolutely something that's part of how you get on the floor for Clear Fork. And, you know, that's a pretty high number for tonight, but, you know, we'll take it.
Yeah, you had 19 offensive rebounds. They had 19 total rebounds. I know another stat, I think the one lone stat, 4 of 12 from the free throw line. That's something that you guys can just work on in practice. That's the lone, though, frowned upon, I guess you could say, stat, because you shot the ball well as normal from beyond the arc. Inside game was working as well. So that's my next question. Is there anything that you want to work on here other than prepping for Colonel Crawford and then possibly Upper Sandusky or Margaretta?
No, I mean, you know, the free throws, we've shot better this year than we have the last 4, so I'm really happy with where we're at there. You know, we're shooting the 3 good. I think we're executing pretty well offensively. You know, offensively, we're rebounding well. You know, we got a little loose defensively early with losing some assignments, but sometimes you have to tolerate that. I ask them to play so hard that, you know, I want mistakes to be aggressive mistakes, and it seemed like that was the case tonight. So, you know, just sticking with what we do and preparing now to, you know, to go to Shelby and play Crawford on Thursday.
Yeah, after, you know, 10 first quarter points for Jessica Brown. After that, you started face guarding her. She only scored 2 points the rest of the way, 2 free throws. And I think you said maybe a little bit of defensive lapses early on, but you guys were able to adjust and really shut her down, and that pretty much ended things for them.
Yeah, she's tough. She's physical. She got to the basket well. I think she had 10 in the first quarter or shortly after that. So, you know, I think we changed a couple things with how we guarded, how we helped, you know, how we ran an extra body at her. So we made those adjustments, and it ended up working out pretty well.
So, you get to coach another week here with this squad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, any final words from you, sir, before we catch you in half a week's time at Shelby?
I don't think so. Thanks for everything you guys do. I know you guys hear it a lot, but, you know, I got people from, you know, D.C. and Georgia, and there's, you know, my sister's in Dayton, and there's a lot of people.
She commented. I broke the stat you always send me. She's watching 85% still the free throw leader here, but she did say hello earlier on.
Good.
We did say hello to her.
And so it's nice to have people that are farther away be able to watch. You guys do an incredible job. Thank you.
Absolutely, and thank you, sir. We'll see you in a week.
All right. Thanks, Travis.
Head coach Scott Sellers of the Clear Fork Lady Colts as they win their 3rd consecutive sectional title. And that, my friends, will wrap things up here from the Colt Corral. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible this evening. As always, the coach, Joe Baylog, doing a great job. I think we're going to get him on play-by-play next year because he was doing great on that early on. Jeremy Peoples, my camera operator, doing an amazing job as always too. And our sponsors, Buckeye Horizon, our scoreboard sponsor. Clear Fork Athletic Boosters, our MVP sponsor. SPHERION Mid-Ohio, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsors. Jackson Well Services, our instant replay sponsor. Home and Kitchen Supply, our timeout sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, SPHERION Mid-Ohio and Mechanics Bank. Want to thank Jess Brokaw and the athletic department here at Clear Fork for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to stream these games to you live and free. The Lady Colts are heading back to Shelby for a district semifinal. They knock off Huron 60-34. For Jeremy Peoples, Joe Baylog, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Belleville.